What's up, YouTube? Slap Red Duelist back at it again with another deck profile. We're continuing our deck profile segments. We've been off track for a little bit. Just bear with us, guys.
We're trying to get back.
So, with that being said, Jarrod, what do we got going on today? What are we showing them?
So we got my #1 favorite deck of all time, a deck I've been playing since I started playing again back in like 2011. That's Blackwings. We got new support, OTKing people every day, like 2-card combos. Like, this deck is good. Like, it's tier 0.
Tier 0?
We're ready.
Alright, you guys,
I can gush about it all day.
Going pen on down. Sorry for like little dark cards, the Blackwings,
yeah, dark birds. Alright. So we start off with 3 copies of Blackwing, Simoon the Poison Wind. So he's one of the new guys. And this is the card that makes them able to be played again, pretty much. So if you control no monsters, you can reveal them in your hand, banish another Blackwing monster in your hand, and that's the cost, and then you place a Black Whirlwind from your deck.
Pretty broken. And
then you either normal summon him without tributing, or send him to the graveyard. And if you do normal summon him, it doesn't count as your normal summon for the turn because it's through an effect. So you basically get like 3 free cards.
It's like a scrap.
Yeah. You'll get your banished Blackwing, you'll get a Black Whirlwind, you'll summon him, and you'll get a search off a Black Whirlwind. And if you do that, you can only summon dark monsters from your extra deck for the rest of the turn. Not that that matters, because Blackwings are all dark. Pretty strong stuff. And then during the end phase, you send the Black Whirlwind placed with this effect to the graveyard, and if you do, you take 1,000 damage. But if you have something like Zephyros, you can bounce it back, and you won't take that 1,000 damage. You'll take 800, because of Zephyros, but you won't take that. But he's a level 6, 16, 2000, so you can search pretty much most of the deck.
Bora and Sirocco.
Zephyros, Bora, Chris, anything 16 and up you can't search. And I only play like 3 other monsters that are like that. But he's definitely a necessary 3 of, broken card. I play 1 copy of Chris. So
Chris.
I used to play 3 Chris, but he's one of the new wave Blackwings that can only be special summoned once per turn. And I would really just want to normal summon him more than I would want to special summon him, because he can legitimately search out my entire deck. He's a 1900 meter, so normal summon I have access to this guy and everything down, And his regular ass effect is that once per turn he can't be destroyed by spell or trap effects, which is you Regeki, he lives. Other than that, really standard. I used to play him at 3 back in the day, but that was before good cards came out. So 3 Bora. Bora is the OG, flood the field.
Pierce.
Sirocco attack for game, piercing damage. If you control a Blackwing other than Bora, special summon. He's not locked to once per turn, does piercing. 1700. He's just really good. 1 Zephyros, because he's only once per duel. Bounce back Black Whirlwinds, bounce back your Gales, get free summons. Zephyros is a really good card. He's probably the most famous Blackwing besides Gale. And then here's 2 copies of Ouster. He's the other new card. Other new monster. So he is Blizzard, but for banished Blackwings. So when he's normal summoned, you target a level 4 or lower banished Blackwing, and then special summon. So, the regular play would be, like, banish something off of him, normal summon, and then get the search off of that Black Whirlwind for him. Normal summon, you get that Blackwing for free, and you get another search. You can't be special summoned like Blizzard, but, it's whatever. And then he has a graveyard effect that you can banish him to either put, Black feather counters on a Blackwing dragon equal to the number of cards your opponent controls, which, actually does help you burn for game if you really have to. I don't play Blackwing dragon, unfortunately. I've thought about it. I might try it out, but right now I don't have room for him, and I don't feel like it. But the one that matters is you can banish him to put wedge counters on all face-up monsters your opponent controls, and the new Blackwing Synchro uses the wedge counters.
Broken.
Really
Synchro.
Disgustingly.
Broken.
Yeah, apparently. Guys couldn't get over it. Alright, now we're on to level 3s. Now we're on to level 3s. We played 3 Kalute because he's the best card in the game. In damage step, you can drop 3 Kalute and boost your monster by 4,200 attack.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Pretty strong.
Strong thing.
He is,
Tell them the story, Jared. Tell them the story real fast.
Oh, the story? Oh, this is a long time ago. When Kalut barely went back to 3, like that list. And I was playing at locals, and a dude summoned Xian and attacked into me, and I dropped 3 Kalut in damage step, and he tried to take his attack back. And I was like, no, you're stupid, and he got mad and rage quit. It was pretty funny. But you know, he doesn't extend plays, but he can help keep you alive, and he can help you go for game. And now we have probably the most famous Blackwing, Gale. So Gale, if you control a Blackwing except for him, special summon, and then once per turn you can target a monster your opponent controls and have its attack and defense. And he's a level 3 tuner. You know, he's not one of the once per turn special summons, so you can just
Boom, boom, boom.
slap and reduce shit by half like 3 times, and it stacks because it's not original attack. It's whatever their attack is at that point. Gale was a really old generic tuner that you could play in just about everything. He was one of the limited cards along with Kalut, back when, you know, Blackwings won Worlds.
Good times.
Yeah, Gale. Gale is very good. That's almost 10 years ago now that happened. 1 copy of Breeze. So Breeze died a long time ago. No one played him because he sucked, but now he's good because of links. So all Breeze does is that when he's added to your hand by a card effect, you can special summon him.
That's pretty good.
He's a level 3 tuner. He's searchable by all of these under Black Whirlwind. So, you know, whatever. It's free, pretty much. He's just a free monster to put on board. 1 copy of Gladius. He is necessary, but bad at the same time. He is, as far as I know, the only one that requires you to control only 1 Blackwing to special summon him. So if you have any more monsters, you cannot special summon him for hand. And then he has the same effect as Chris, except it's by battle, once per turn. But he's just a level 3 special summon. So typically, if I get 2 Black Whirlwinds out first turn with the Simoon play, I like to search him and Ouster, and then get him out first before I do anything else. But he's definitely one that could be on the chopping block. 1 copy of Steam. So Steam's a good card. He summons tokens. He's a level 3 tuner. There's a lot of those in here. When he leaves the field, you special summon a Steam token. Every time he leaves the field, no matter what. And then you contribute a monster you control to special him from grave. And that's a once per duel effect. But the Steam token is as many times as he leaves the field. So if he leaves the field 4 times in 1 turn, you get 4 tokens. That's probably never going to happen, but, you know. 2 copies of Blizzard. OG Revival Master. When he's normal summoned, target a level 4 or lower Blackwing in your grave, special in defense. So can't be special summoned. OG Master used to make
Armed Wing.
Armed Wing for game. Yeah. The good old days.
Triple blue Armed Wing.
We played 1 Harmatan. So Harmatan is a weird guy. If you control Blackwing, special summon, he's a once per turn one. But if he's normal or special summoned, you can target another Blackwing you control, and then he gains their level. So if you have this, you can special him, target the Blizzard, and he will become a level 4, and you have a level 6 play right there. It's Harmatan, that's really his only use. But that effect is as many times as he gets special summoned, so that's not a once per turn effect. So if he leaves the field and comes back some way in the same turn, he can target again, gain that level. I had him at a level 12 earlier, because I targeted full armor and it was pretty cool, and he just sat there. Big guy, little bird. But Harmatan's pretty good, actually. The last Blackwing I play is one Orochi. He's another one of the once per turns, but he's just a level 1 tuner, and if he's sent to the grave for a synchro summon of a Blackwing, you can target a monster your opponent controls and change his battle position. That's it. Just a free level 1 tuner, pretty much. So yeah, that's the last of the Blackwings. The last monsters I play are, 3 Ash Blossom, because I'm good.
Oh, yours ain't the, different rarities?
Nah, mine are OG.
I wonder where you got those from.
I don't know. Alright, this is 26 monsters. That's a lot of monsters. It's a lot of monsters. Let's move on to spells. I play 10 spells. So I play 3 Allure of Darkness. It helps you out with Ouster plays. Yeah, I know, dark cards, right? Draw 2, banish a dark. As simple as it gets. Helps you with Ouster, helps you adventure plays. If you draw all 3 of them, you're a god. I do play Card Destruction, because I'm a meme lord, and I love this card, and it does actually help you extend some plays. Like, if you open your hand with, Steam and Zephyros, you can just discard them with this, draw new cards, and now you have your graveyard set up. Pretty simple stuff.
What's that for those plays? Bounce Black Whirlwind.
Mm-hmm. Monster Reborn. Raigeki for clearing boards. No real problem clearing boards, but it does help you get rid of some problems. Like if you're tri-locked, Raigeki, make them waste their tri-gate so they can't negate your shit. Yeah. You know. One soul charge for bringing back big boys, making plays. Special summoning your full armor that you sent to grave so you don't get unicorn. And triple Black Whirlwind. This is the last spell I play. So, if you don't know what this card does, when a Blackwing monster is normal summoned, you can search for a Blackwing with attack less than that monster's. That includes your opponent, so if you're ever in a Blackwing mirror...
You got signed in your Syracuse.
Yeah, if you're ever in a Blackwing mirror and your opponent normal summons a Chris, you get to search for it. You know, it's free cards. It's really, really stupid. This is the reason that they were good. I started playing Blackwings when Whirlwind, Kalut, and Gale were all at 1. And the deck was not good, but I still won somehow because Armor Master couldn't be destroyed by battle. Armor Master and Armed Wing were gods, but you definitely need 3 of this. Yeah, that was like 2011. Alright, on to last cards. I play 4 trap cards. 1 copy of Budget Evenly Matched. A lot of builds don't play this now. I'm starting to think maybe it's more of a side-only thing, but I'll test it out with 1. I like it at 1, just to have the protection. So, when your opponent declares an attack on a Blackwing monster, you can flip this and banish all face-up attack position monsters they control. And if all the monsters you control are Blackwings, and you have exactly 3 of them, and no others, you can activate it from your hand.
That's pretty good.
That's very strong. Very good.
Good $5 evenly matched.
Good. Very good. Saved me earlier. You play 1 copy of Delta Crow. It's a similar situation. So if you have exactly 3 Blackwings, you can activate it from your hand. And this is the most recent problem-solving card text, so it doesn't have that same shit like Black Sonic does. You can have other monsters. And basically when you activate this, you pop all set back row. So,
pretty good.
All set back row your opponent has, not yours. So, just 1 of, it's whatever. And then 2 copies of Ika. Ika very good. Mm-hmm. Ika very, very strong. Very, very strong. Where's the ulti print? Yeah. I need it. And that's it. That's 40 card main deck. Strong stuff, strong stuff. We're gonna move on to extra deck now. 15 cards. And we'll get into the big guy. You know, Big Papa, he's here. So Blackwing Full Armor Master. I play 2 copies of him. So he's a level 10 Synchro that needs a Blackwing tuner and 1 or more non-tuner monsters. So he is unaffected by other card effects. That's all he needs. So each time a monster your opponent controls activates its effect, you place a wedge counter on it after that effect resolves. They can only have 1 wedge counter. And then you can, once per turn, you can target a monster your opponent controls with a wedge counter and take control of it. And then during your end phase, you can destroy all monsters on the field with wedge counters.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, very good stuff. So...
combos.
Yeah, you know, let's bring up Ouster again. So literally what you can do is synchro into him, banish Ouster, and put a wedge counter on everything your opponent controls, and then just end your turn and pop all of their monsters. Just ridiculous. Really good card. Don't know why they decided to give him this kind of support in 2018, but, you know, they need a fighting chance, I guess. Uno copy of Trisha Low, because it's limited. And you can make it like super easy. There's like 400 different ways to make Trisha in this deck. 1 copy of Chidori. So this card is very underrated. Chidori lets you swing for like 79k, like every turn. Very strong card. So it's the Assault Blackwing meme is that if you synchro them with Blackwings, they become tuners. Which, you know, I guess when Needle Fiber comes out, that'll be crazy, because every card is like a 1-card Needle Fiber. But Chidori gains 300 attack for each Blackwing in your grave. So if you have 5 Blackwings, that's 1500, he's 4100 attack. And then if he's destroyed by your opponent's card, I think it's just card, right? Destroyed and sent to the graveyard. So it doesn't even have to be destroyed by your opponent's card. You target a Winged Beast Synchro in the grave and special summon it except for himself.
That's pretty good. So for a super rare.
Mm-hmm. Very good card. A guaranteed super rare. He's on Shining Victories.
Good pack.
1 copy of Rakiri. So he is same thing, Assault Blackwing. If he's used use a Blackwing to summon him, he's a tuner. And then once per turn, you can pop cards your opponent controls equal to the number of other Blackwing monsters you control. So if you have 3 other Blackwings, you pop 3 cards. 2, you know. He's just a board wipe pretty much. He pops cards too, not just monsters, which is really good. 1 copy of YuGiOh. I used to think YuGiOh sucked. I used to call him YuGiOh because I thought he sucked. YuGiOh is a very good card. So level 7 needs a Blackwing tuner and 1 more Blackwing non-tuners. And once per turn, you can special summon a level 5 or higher winged beast from your graveyard.
Pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
I was like, that's a pretty good card.
And then during either player's turn, when he's targeted for an effect or an attack, you can change it to another appropriate Blackwing. So actually, if you have him and a full armor out there, anytime he is targeted for anything, you can just send it over to full armor. So if he's targeted for like an effect veiler, you can just send it over to full armor, and he's unaffected. So very strong card. YuGiOh, really good for extending plays. 2 copies of Nothung. A lot of people play 1 of Nothung. I love 2.
You like that cowboy?
Nothung's a very good card. Gabe dying in the background. So when Nothung is special summoned, you burn your opponent for 800, and then you can target a monster they control, and it loses 800 attack and defense. And once per turn, he'll give you an extra normal summon. So, an extra normal summon of a black. That's all that matters. Level 6 synchro. What more could you ask for? He's one of your guaranteed turn 1 plays pretty much. That's it for synchros. I play 1 Exceed, Exciton, because I play like 7 rank 4s. Just pop boards. Down to the links, Warlord. Summon Source. There's like 2 ways to make this and not neg, but this will rarely come up. I could probably take this out. Decode Talker comes up more because you can just link into it after you go into YuGis. So we got a Koshik, bouncing stuff, and YuGis. This is one of your 2 ways to make summon sorcerers because they're both spellcasters. So if we get a Winged Beast Link monster, like a good one,
a good one,
we don't have to play this combo to make summon sorceress easy. Well, YuGis is Mrs. Radiant, and the last one I play is 1 on a Clock Taker. Just for free advantage. That's 15 card extra deck, 40 card main.
Cool.
I talk about Blackwings a lot. I'm sorry.
Anything else you guys say about Blackwings? You know, 2018 almost done.
They've been taking a lot of OTS championships, and I like that. It's bringing attention back to the deck, making my cards go up in value. So, I appreciate it, guys.
Doing all that hard work out there.
I tried to find an Onimaru because he's a good card too. He's basically also unaffected by everything. But it's whatever. And he can attack for like 6k as a, you know, like Utopia Lightning too. So Onimaru is a good tech option too.
Alright guys, you know, just stay tuned. We do have some new deck profiles. We do have Abyss Actor coming out too, and you know, we're working on other decks. Once I find like a comfortable, maybe Mech Knight Invoke deck recipe, I'll probably put that out there as well. Stay tuned. We're still doing, you know, openings, card discussions, stuff like that. Give us some feedback. You know, we're always on the page. We're always on the comments. We're starting to get back active.
If you don't like our content, let me know, because
we just out here, guys, you know. So with that being said, please like, subscribe, comment, share. Slept Red Duelist signing out.
Peace.